Hello, thank you for joining me today. My name's Kayleigh. Welcome to my channel. This will be for Scorpio for the rest of the Mars retrograde season. So listen, Scorpio, I wanted to get this out to you before Mercury goes retrograde in your sign. Yeah, especially with that opposition to Uranus that will be happening. Nobody saw that. It's totally fine. And yeah, thank you so much for your patience. You know, as that gnarly square with Mars and Saturn kicked off and all of that went down, you know, I'm a human being. I've got my own things I gotta process, so I appreciate your patience, like I said. But yeah, Scorpio, hi. I'm excited to do this for you. So yeah, if you've never been to my channel before, welcome. I post tarot and Elder Futhark readings. I love my runes. And I do take personal readings. My email is down below if you're interested in that. And for this reading, I'll be doing Classic 9 box spread. And we'll go into it. So for this, actually, I'm using the Druidcraft Tarot, based on Druidry and Wicca. It's quite beautiful. There are a couple of differences in the cards, just in how they name them, and the meaning is slightly different than the traditional tarot. So if any of those come out for your reading, I may open up my book and refer to it, just because I like being right. Oh, that's delicious. It's vanilla and lemongrass, green tea. Oh. Do I need the caffeine? No. Do I want the caffeine? Yes. Okay, they are ready. Wow. There's two cards out. Powerful. Okay, so how I'm going to analyze this is I will go through them vertically, and then horizontally, and we'll go from there. So when I stop shuffling, we have the Ace of Wands at the bottom. This is a super powerful ace. Just check that out. Oh, the glare. These cards are so glossy. Yeah, check that out. So the stag there represents fire as well, or the season of fire. And this Ace of Wands coming right out of the sun, that's quite intense. Speaking of fire, I can feel the heat coming off of the sage with my arm that close. That's also intense. I'm gonna put you down. Just turn you around. You know it's there. Okay. So the card that came flying out there as I was shuffling was the King of Cups. He's quite content, you know. He's an accomplished bard. He's got his dog right behind the throne there, which for me always indicates someone that's, at least when they're with men, a man that's in touch with his wild nature and his intuitive self. Go to fix my hair, make it worse. Classic. Okay. See, the King of Cups is definitely someone that has mastered their psychic and or artistic abilities, you know, but yeah, they have come to a place of emotional maturity. The other thing about the King of Cups, as the sun is setting, I don't know why I just said that. I'm not sure exactly if the sunset is important or not, but he's looking off into the distance, and he's missing something. You know, he is obviously a very jovial figure. He's quite happy. But you know, the king is very involved in running the estate and you know, building his future empire. And as such, you know, like his instrument is kind of like sitting behind his throne, so he's not really able to engage as much with his artistic and his psychic gifts. Also, something important that I have noticed about the court cards of this deck is some of them are wearing shoes and some of them are not. And the King of Cups here, despite it being a cup, despite it being the water element and that being a more feminine sign, he's wearing his shoes, which indicates to me that super subtle by the artist, and I love it. It just indicates that he's less in tune with his with the earth and with that energy. Sorry if that grossed you out. I really needed to do that. Okay, so in the first row going down, the other card that flew out was the Lord. And the Lord represents the Emperor. I'll show you, he's pretty badass. Da, 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 da. It's pretty sweet. So he's got his legs in that 4 posture, which is traditional for what they have started drawing, or for what they drew on the Emperor cards. Something also that's super sweet. Okay, so there's the eagle flying behind him, which shows his connection to higher realms, higher perspectives, spirituality, all that lovely stuff. Also, it's the king of the skies, right? On his staff, I don't know if it will focus on it. Not quite. Okay, there's a little lightning bolt there, which I see it and I immediately think of the Norse rune for the sun, Solju. But I've actually learned it's also a Pictish symbol, and it indicates power, but Solju also indicates power, so I think there was some cultural crossover there a little bit. Yes. There's more things on this card that are significant, but those are the main ones. He also has a mixture of earth tones and the red, and then his chainmail. So it's like a mixture of earth elements with his more passion and empire-driven desires. It's also the major arcana card for Aries. And you may notice I wore my red cloak today. It's poncho, but whatever. Right underneath the Lord, we have the 6 of Swords. In the Hermetic deck that I have been studying with, this indicates science and precision and that sort of thing. And yeah, and then in this one, they're obviously carving a path through the water to a better place. Yeah. With the ferryman, love it. And then right underneath that is the Prince of Cups. And you'll notice here, the Prince of Cups is not wearing shoes. I love it. But anyway, this is somebody going off in search of someone to take their cup, or for a new cup. But I really look at it like he's offering it to somebody. I love the look on the horse's face too. So that's your first row. That could indicate, like, these things could indicate what has already happened during the Mars retrograde, what's happening right now, or like before Mars went retrograde, right? And then in the middle row, with the King of Cups in the center, we have the 9 of Swords up top. Ouch. And then the moon underneath him. Lay down, please. Lay down. Lay down. Oh, my dog wants up here with me, so I'm just gonna... She's a sweetheart, you guys. You want up? You can come up. Come on. Come here. Come here. She thought I threw something for her. Really? Are you coming or not? Come on, I'm giving Scorpio a reading. Hurry up. Do it. Do it. There you go. Okay. Okay. All right. Say hi. Yeah. She's so funny. Okay. All right. Distractions. So. This is the moon. Speaking of dogs. And then in the last row is all major arcana. This is nuts. So death, there's your card. I'm probably going to butcher this pronouncing. The Ferialt? Sorry. This is alchemy. Sagittarius, major arcana. Temperance. That's the word. And then the Chariot, Cancers, major arcana. I'm a little warm. Yeah, so Scorpio, looks like you're definitely going through an extreme transformation right now. Like, I mean, when are you not? But like, wow. Okay, so vertically first. We have the Lord, Six of Swords, Prince of Cups, past position. The Emperor, especially being in the top, this kind of indicates like this is kind of like what's in the ethereal or what's in your mind. So you're definitely thinking about or have been contemplating how to go about building your empire. Or this could also potentially indicate somebody outside of you that has a position of authority. The other thing I want to note about the Lord card that I didn't talk about already is that he's in a barren land. There's no growth or greenery around him whatsoever. So it indicates really that the Lord must be balanced by the lady in order for their kingdom to flourish, in order for your life to flourish, Scorpio. Okay, so that's where we're at with that. Material realm, middle row, could even be what's happening in your heart. Six of Swords is we've been through many patterns and now we know the correct path forward, so we're gonna take it. We're going. And then the Prince of Cups, like I said before, this is somebody, really? Can you stop, please? I love you. The Prince of Cups is somebody looking for love. Like this puppy that you just see your foot here. Why do you need some belly rubs? This is like, I need some belly rubs, please. Please give me love. Then in the middle row, Nine of Swords, King of Cups, and the Moon. Wow. Okay, so Nine of Swords, this is definitely a cruel situation that you've been all up in your head about. Maybe you're not sleeping at night. You know, it's pretty obvious from the art of the card that that's what they mean by that. And for whatever reason, my throat just decided to, I just, you know, got a frog in my throat, and I was not feeling like that before I started filming. So, and with the beautiful green blanket there, maybe there's something that you need to say and haven't been saying, and it's really keeping you up, like, seriously. And the King of Cups, I already talked about how the king has these gifts, and his dog is there behind him as well, feeling ignored. What's going on right now? And it's kind of like he really wants to go and join the party, but he can't. He can't. So, you know, maybe he's looking for his counterpart. What? And then the moon. The moon rules our consciousness. So both what we're conscious of and what we're unconscious of. It rules everything in the night. It is an extremely psychic card. This is the major arcana card for Pisces. And it generally shows illusions or things that are just hidden from us. We don't get to know yet. Or ever. So you probably have got some confusion going on, or whatever it is that you're trying to like figure out logically in your mind. It's just, you're not going to be able to figure it out logically, and you're in the middle of an intense process and you just don't get to know. Also, it's kind of cool. These cards are right beside each other and it's the same phase of the moon. Interesting. Also, in the art of this card, these two pillars here, that is the setting for the High Priestess card, who is ruled by the moon. Perhaps you need to consult a priestess. I just got chills. I'm afraid of this last row, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not afraid. I get nervous because I want to do your reading service, and I want to make sure that I give a clear message. So I might as well just jump in. So we got death here. We have the crone. This is beautiful energy. She has this gorgeous ceremonial knife, big old skull, and I'm not sure if that it looks like a hawk up there actually, but it could be an eagle, considering that's one of the versions of Scorpio. All right, you got your Scorpio, Scorpion at the lowest kind of vibration, that tail, little and then you have rebirth and like a higher ascension of the eagle, and then the phoenix is the highest. Oh, I love it. Okay, and then you have alchemy. So that is actually super cool. Ooh, this is the same goddess energy. Okay, this is in the mother phase, maiden, mother, and crone, right? And this is in the crone phase. This is what's in your head or in the ethereal. I'm even gonna say, like, maybe especially this month, you have some guides and some ancestors that are helping guide you through this rebirth process. That's really cool, because like this is how you're manifesting in the material as this mother energy, and that's really fantastic. There's like this rainbow, she's measuring out stuff for her potion and whatnot, and they're also standing on opposite sides of the cauldron. It's a slightly different cauldron, but it looks pretty much the same. That's pretty cool. That's really, really cool. Anyway, so the crone is getting ready for a rebirth. There's a snake in the image as well, which put out of mind your Christian interpretation of the snake. It is not evil. It is for healing, protection, and rebirth. And it is also present in this card on the wall there. There's a snake, egg, and then I guess it's a green man face, something along those lines. But anyway, some really deep symbolism is coming up around you, and it's all about temperance. So it's all about taking two seemingly diametrically opposed things and combining them in the fire of your passion to create some beautiful third thing that is better than the sum of its parts, or greater than the sum of its parts. And then right underneath that with the chariot, this is awesome. So this it encapsulates that exact same concept of two seemingly different and opposed things, bringing them into balance, into an equilibrium, and gaining forward momentum from that. Also, that's actually it's interesting that I just talked about like ancestors and guides and stuff helping you through this process, and the Chariot, because it represents Cancer, that also represents ancestors and our roots. So while it feels like right now, Scorpio, I just got major chills. While it feels like right now, this is an impossible process, like how can I possibly get through this? Like I was feeling confident and like I knew which way to go and how to get there. Once you like are able to release whatever this 9 represents, I just got a call on it, paused my video, and I have no idea where I was in my sentence there, but it feels like you know which direction you want to take, but you're missing the yin to your yang. You're missing something. The Emperor knows this. Which maybe that's why you're in your head. Again, wow, the throat clearing. You need to express something, and you haven't been. And that's definitely contributing to this 9 of Swords sensation. And then the Death here is it's coming for ya. It's coming for you, Scorpio. I wanted to do like an evil villain type voice when I started recording. I was like, no, don't be silly. And then that came out right now, so there you go. And then we got in the middle, kind of material, heart space, 6 of Swords, King of Cups. An alchemy card. This is like, you're forging forward. You're going towards and using precise skills that you've practiced to get you where you need to go. Taking charge of your emotional maturity and yeah, just taking charge of your emotional maturity, and that's a really beautiful place. Like, a healed Scorpio is the most beautiful thing in the world, I swear to God. And then alchemy, art. This is magic. You're gonna be doing magic, okay? Okay? I don't know if this is clear yet, but you're doing magic. Whatever happens at the end of the... Whatever happens during this Mars retrograde, at the end of it, you will be a transformed individual, okay? By the way, Mercury retrograde. So Mercury is directly opposed Uranus, I think, as of like yesterday, yesterday from filming. Okay, so it crossed over, it's going to retrograde back over it, and then over it again. So there's going to be 3 hits of this. The planet that rules our communications, our intellect, all of that stuff is directly opposed Uranus, which also rules communications, Aquarius, and you may be getting like, I'm just gonna say this, it's gonna be some otherworldly communications, possibly some like extreme changes of situation. Which is probably why you've got like 2 motion cards in the first part of your reading here. Woo! Woo! And then this bottom row here, this is definitely like what's currently manifesting. Okay, so we got the Prince of Cups. We're not quite feeling fulfilled. There's something that we're missing, and we want to go and get that, obtain that, offer that, whatever. He's got bare feet. That means he's still connected to Mother Earth. And then the moon. Yeah, and the moon. Things that are hidden. psychic connections, spirituality. Perhaps you need to learn a lesson of unconditional love. I say that because of the Pisces element. But yeah, whatever it is right now, you're not supposed to understand it. Mercury retrograde, oh my god. You're not supposed to understand it. But it ends with victory. It ends with victory, alchemy, and like major transformation. Scorpio, I'm excited for you. I'm excited as fuck. Okay? Wow. Alright, that's pretty cool. I just went to look under the deck and we got, okay, so we got the Ace of Wands, right? I already talked about that. It's the initial offering of some fiery passion, a fiery new beginning, and like it's coming directly from the sun, like holy crap. It's coming straight from source, all right? And then right underneath that, the Two of Wands, the Lord of Dominion. This is stepping through a portal. What's underneath that? Oh shit, the Knight of Swords. Okay, fuck that guy. I think the Knight of Swords will be like you finally going forward and delivering some kind of message to somebody, or jumping into something new, maybe even accepting that wand and going for it. I don't know. Wow, Scorpio, that was fun. That was actually quite fun. Yeah, that's funny. I didn't bring out my book at all. So I guess, yeah, just, this is the only one that came out that is like a lot different. Like the Lord is still the Emperor. It's pretty easy to understand that. So I'm just gonna go a little bit over what this particular card is about, just so you get the idea, and because it's just a little bit different. Like we understand the idea of alchemy and magic and stuff, but I like reading, okay? So this represents Bridget, okay? Bridget is both the goddess of the flame and the holy well, and a woman in her service. I know I'm mispronouncing this. That's the worst part, is I know that it's wrong. The feral or druid alchemist who combines the powers of fire and water to create harmony, balance, and transformation. Standing in her roundhouse beside her cauldron, she mixes a potion from which steam is rising, symbolizing fire and water mixed with air. She pours red liquid into a vessel containing white liquid to make gold, eternally mixing the waters of life in a process which is erotic, medicinal, alchemical, and philosophical. Beautiful. Yes. So, yeah. Essentially, this process is fundamentally alchemical and touches upon the central theme of druidcraft depicted in the alchemical tale of Saradwin and Taliesin, and richly enacted within the Great Rite. Great Rite is the high priest and the high priestess meeting and uniting to symbolically show those forces uniting within us, and the god and goddess coming back together. So essentially, I think it's amazing that I mentioned that for both the Lord and the King, that you're, and the Prince of Cups, you're looking for well, these are all masculine, so you're looking for the feminine archetype to unite with. And maybe, perhaps, this has been a theme for a lot of my readings lately, perhaps you're looking outside of yourself for that feminine archetype to complete you. But the big thing about this card is that you're uniting those things within yourself, not using outside forces. Love it. Okay, Scorpio. I think I've said enough. I have all of the hairs on this arm are standing straight up, and I love that. That is, seriously, this is the best feeling ever. So if you want a personal reading, if you need a personal reading, if you want some more clarification, definitely email me. My email is down below. And thank you so much for this fantastic reading, Scorpio. I look forward to doing more for you in the future. Have a good retrograde period. I think you will. I think you will. Just stay out of your head. That's all. Peace.